If you are trying to improve your marathon times, then cross-training is very important. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Victor Vizcaino. I'm a high-performance coach, and this here is Toby. And Toby has made quite a bit of improvements in his running through cross-training. And I myself made my major breakthroughs when I started to do cross-training. I was trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon. I had already done about 16 marathons when I hit this plateau where I wasn't making any improvements in my running. And that's when I picked up this book from Runner's World called Run Less, Run Faster by Bill Pierce, Scott Muir, and Ray Moss. And in this book, they suggested doing cross-training, mainly doing swimming and biking in between those hard running workouts. As I was doing that, I decided to register for the local Ironman, the long distance triathlon. And as I was training for the Ironman, I actually qualified for the Boston Marathon at one of our local marathons. And I attributed those improvements to the cross-training of swimming and biking. Today, I'm interviewing a few of the athletes at a local sprint triathlon that we had, and they're just sharing their experience doing triathlons and how it relates to their running. Hi everybody, we're here at the Dimond Lake triathlon doing some sprints, and I have Lindsay and John here with me. Hey Lindsay,
Hi.
how you doing? So tell us how this whole experience is going to be for you, and how does doing triathlons benefit your running? How
So
does it affect?
I really like doing triathlons because I like the cross-training aspect. So I've had runner's injuries in the past, like plantar fasciitis. And so instead of running a lot, I'll kind of spice up the workouts and do a run one day, and the next day I get to either cycle or swim. And I feel like that's a nice break from running while still maintaining fitness. I love races because it's something to train for and it keeps me honest.
Awesome. Cool. And this particular triathlon, what distance you're doing and what does it benefit?
Okay.
Is there certain benefit to the cost for this race?
Oh, so like who it benefits? I think
Yeah.
it benefits the Boy Scouts,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
it.
really nice.
So-
And it also introduces children and young people to triathlon, which fitness is important for everyone. They say that if you could take fitness, put it in a pill and patent it, it'd be the best selling, most effective drug ever. So I think it's good to start fitness at a young age. And this is a sprint distance triathlon. They also have a super sprint, which is a little bit shorter. Sprints, I think about 400 yard swim, 12.5 or something mile bike, maybe 12 miles, and just a 3-mile run.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Lindsay.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. And we have John over here, and John
Hello.
is one of our fast runners in 2
Yeah.
days. He just qualified for Boston in the last race, and was it Windermere?
Oh yeah,
Marathon?
Windermere Marathon. Yeah, I qualified for Boston in that one. That was nice.
That's awesome. Well, tell us how the triathlon comes to play since you're doing the sprint today, and how does that come a role to play with your running?
Well, what I like about triathlon in general is that I kind of got into it because I was trying to figure out how to maintain a level of fitness without running so much, because I was running too much. I was running 70 miles a week. It was starting to have an effect on me. I was overtraining and getting injured. And so by doing triathlon, I can actually do the same amount of calorie burn, not as much running. And without, I'm not losing anything. I'm actually faster, even though I run less. So I think part of that is the cross-training effect, where I actually have, using different muscles, especially the swim, where you're adding the whole upper body, where you don't use that when in the bike and the run. So, you can tell, even in the past year, my swimming has improved a lot. And a lot of that is just because I've been doing it consistently.
Yeah.
And then along with the bike and the run, you're using all different muscle groups, and I think that is the biggest benefit. You're not overusing some and abandoning others,
Yeah.
because that's how you get injured. It's the ones that you abandon, they get stretched and pulled when the stronger ones overpower them. So that's what was happening to me. So
How about the fun part? Do you find them all to be fun? You find all three sports?
Yeah,
triathlons
I do. I'm one of those weird people that likes the grind. I don't have to race. I love training.
Yeah.
I love getting up early and running, and then later on doing a bike, and then like, hey, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do 20, and you end up doing 40. I like the grind, and I guess that's kind of weird, but
No, it's not weird, but I'm sure that
It is
the
for most
camaraderie-
people.
we enjoy your company when you're here, and I'm sure that just getting together with a bunch of like-minded people
Yeah.
also helps a little bit.
it does, because you can't talk about triathlon training with most people. They just look at you like you're crazy, and they're
Yeah.
probably right, but it's a good kind of crazy.
Well, thank you, John. and,
Absolutely.
good luck on the race today.
Oh yeah. just gonna finish, see what happens.
Awesome. Have fun and good luck. I think he's going to be one of our winners. Hi, everybody. We're here at the Dimond Lake Triathlon, and I'm with Paul Mantantello and Devin Marcy. And I think, Devin, you're doing it, but you are not doing this race, or you are doing
I
it?
am doing the race.
Oh,
yeah.
three of us are doing the race. That's awesome. So just tell me a little bit, and for our audience, what is your thought of doing these races, and how does that pertain to the marathoner who wants to participate in something like this? Is this something that you recommend? What's your take on it?
Well, like doing these small triathlon sprints, it's great if you want to go further up. Like if you want to work your way all the way up to the granddaddy as the full Ironman. But it also kind of keeps you active. It gives you what kind of events you want. If you feel great in cycling, and you do a lot of cycling race, you feel great in that. Or running, you feel, oh, this is good. So I want to do the running course, do marathons and stuff. So it's a great training tool for doing any of the cycling and the swimming. But it's usually everybody really loves the cycling and the running. So that's what I kind of like it for. And it kind of keeps me something in shape, and then I don't get too much brown and round. So I'm trying to keep it down. But yeah, I love it.
Awesome, Paul. And from what you told me, you've done Ironman.
Yeah, I did. I did a full Ironman out in Whistler, BC, Canada in 2019. That was my first, and so that was when it was my birthday present for myself. I was turning 60, so it was my first Ironman. So I completed it, and then I did one last year, the Coeur d'Alene. That was a tough one because it was 105 temperature out on the courses. But yeah, and I'm going to do a Coeur d'Alene again next year, 2023. Finish that one up, and then hopefully, I think that'd be my last full Ironman.
Awesome. Now, you were telling me that you hadn't trained for the marathon portion. You just kind of did it as part of your training.
Yes, the reason why that I was scared, I was supposed to do a full Ironman in 2018, but I hurt my Achilles, so I had surgery on it in 2018, and then 2019 I trained super hard for the bike and the swim. I was terrified of re-injuring it and going back into surgery, so all I did is just did it and ran it well. It wasn't like I was telling the coach here, I wasn't quite a run and it wasn't quite a walk. It was right in between there, but I did complete it. So that was kind of nice. And then that was great. My Achilles was great. And then I'm going to do I think this will be my last full Ironman next year.
Awesome. Cool. All right, there you have it, Paul. And Devin, you tell us, you are doing that today. How do you feel about it? And kind of what were you telling me about how doing this breaks it up for the runner?
Yeah, so I guess the only reason I did this one is because my cousin was supposed to be here, and he's like 13, so I was trying to, and he was showing interest, so I was trying to get him hooked in the sport. He wasn't able to make it, so now I'm just doing it to do it. But it's kind of funny. I started, I don't know, 4 years ago, and the sprint was my first race ever, and I could barely swim like 20 yards without like feeling like I was going to drown. So I mean, but then ever since I did my first sprint, I just got hooked to the sport. And I was telling you that like doing the triathlons, it makes it easy for me to find enjoyment in a lot of the stuff. If you just train for a marathon, you're just running, and for some it's hard to actually do all that. So I think a triathlon makes it easier to train for. So
it makes it more fun, you'd say?
More fun, more enjoyment. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Breaking up the monotony of training.
Yep, exactly.
Plus, it can't hurt to work those other muscles because when you're swimming, you're using your upper body.
Yep, exactly.
And then the bike, you're using the legs. So to you, that feels pretty good.
Yeah. And I was saying, like, when I was training for a marathon, that's when I saw the biggest improvement in like my run, which to be expected because you're focused just on that. But I mean, with triathlons, it's all three disciplines, so you got to be somewhat decent at all of them.
Yeah.
So obviously you have your strengths, but it makes it, even if you're more competitive too, it makes it, you might have someone that's really good at swimming and they beat you out of the water, and then you can, hopefully catch them on the bike. That part's kind of fun.
Awesome. And we haven't even touched on the part of contribution to the community because, for example, this one is to raise money for the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that you get to do something that's fun and also contribute to the Boys and Girls Club?
Oh yeah, like me and love it. I mean, like it keeps us, what we love to do, and plus, helps the community. So it's kind of win-win for everybody. And if we do a lot along here, I think it's starting to grow. A lot of more triathlons are coming out in sprint. So I'm really enjoying it and telling a lot of my family and friends. And some are coming out and doing it just for, having fun. And I really enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of the local communities benefit a lot from doing triathlons, and it's awesome to see. Even the last 3 years that I've been part of it, it's grown so much. So you see all kinds of new faces joining Team Blaze, and it's a cool experience to see. be a part
Awesome.
of.
Cool, guys. Well, thank you for your input, and I'm hoping to create a little video off this and this content that everybody can get some value out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Victor.
There you have it, folks. Consider doing triathlons as a way to improve your marathon times and as a way of having more fun while breaking up the monotony of running. I also have a free marathon training plan that you can download. You can click the link below and download your free PDF training plan. Also, at the bottom of the training plan, you can schedule yourself for a free nutritional plan. It's a 15 call with me where we come up with a nutritional plan for you. So 2 things you can get for free today is a free marathon training plan and a free nutritional plan. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Till next time, please stay triumphant.